ajọ ihe ka iwe du anyị n'ụzọ ile nke ezi omume gị ka iwe wezugara anyị ọrịa niile nke pụrụ ịdakwasị mmadụ dị ndụ n'ihi na ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye na-agwọ ọrịa ka anyị wee na-akpọkụ gị onwe gị bụ Chineke nke ndị agha ka iwe mere anyị ebere ka akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka ude nke anyị na-asụ wee bịa n'iru gị ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee guzosi ike ka anyị wee n'ikpete maazị nye aha nsọ gụtụtara nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi ise.
Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're connecting from around the globe. If you are joining me from Africa, Asia, Europe, America, or Australia, I thank you very much for your contributions on my channel. Thank you for all your comments. Keep on commenting as much as you can. Whatever contribution you have to make, go to the comment section at all times. Say it the way you feel it. It's all welcome. We learn from each other, and I must tell you, I learn a lot from the comment section. Please do give your support from the comment section and also give a thumbs up to the video. That is where we can continue to move on and continue to push on into these very things that we are doing to bring out the truth. We will not allow them to oppress us. For those who have not yet subscribed, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video, and you will be among the first to receive the information when it comes. Not only that, make sure you share with your partners. Each time you watch my video, share to people, share to your groups, wherever you belong, share to them. People need to hear our story. We can't allow them to be telling our stories all the time. This time around, we will be telling the stories. We are the ones to tell our stories, what happened, and we will always say the truth and nothing but the truth. Don't allow anybody to tell your story. That is why you have to help. Share this message to people. Share the information to people. Share to people who need to hear it. In every group where you belong, share it out and continue to remain with me. Let us put our heads together and begin to find solution. Nobody had a single solution to this problem. Even our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, always open up his hand to hear from people. When he is doing his question and answer section, people are calling in from different parts of the world, adding their own contribution, giving their suggestion, saying how they wish things will be done. This is why we are all contributing. This is why what we all have to be doing. Nobody knows it all. Nobody has every solution. But we have to put our heads together. When we come together and urinate together, we'll have a very strong force and we'll always overcome. Thank you so much. Today, I have come to bring you more information on the things that are happening in that very contraption called Nigeria. As you all know, Oduduwa Nation and Biafra Nation are in occupation by Nigeria. Nigeria is occupying Oduduwa Nation, they are occupying Biafra Nation. The people from this very part of the country of Nigeria, the southern part of Nigeria, want their independence from the contraption called Nigeria. The amalgamation that was done by Britain is not working. From the beginning up to now, it has never worked. People are only pretending, telling us that it might be well, it might be well. It has all been pretense. Everything you can think about in that contraption called Nigeria is pretense. From independence till date, they have never been one. Even those that we regard as some of them call their founding fathers, all of them knew that these people, that the country is not one and they can never function as one. They knew, but for one reason or the other, they decided to continue with whatever amalgamation or whatever independence they're asking for. Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe knew very well that the Hausas don't want anything to do with the Igbos. They do not want to have anything to do with the people from the southeastern region. The southeastern region, the old southeastern region, the northerners don't want anything to do with them. Likewise, they do not want anything to do with the Yorubas, the Midwest. They do not want anything to do. Awolowo knows very much about that. And you can see on several videos that are coming out lately, you can see that Ahmad Bello himself, during that very period, also never believed in one Nigeria and never thought that Nigeria are one. But for one reason or the other, Britain encouraged them to be forcing themselves into other people. And the country has been forced together. Forced together, you see leadership, they begin to pretend. A lot of them begin to pretend. That is why today we are going to talk about the sophisticated morons in politics. Yes, these are the sophisticated morons in the politics. They are everywhere. Those sophisticated morons are in the north. They are in the southeast. They are in the southwest. They are in their so-called south-south. They are everywhere. They are in the middle belt. The sophisticated morons, they are everywhere. When you see them come out and begin to talk, you think they know what they are talking. They are saying nothing to favor you. They are only talking for their selfish interests. They are only defending their fraud. only defending their crime and defending their career. That is the only thing they are doing. They are not saying anything they are saying to benefit the masses. They are everywhere, those sophisticated morons. If you go everywhere, you will see them. When you open their mouth and begin to speak, you will know that these are the people we are talking about. People who are only after their stomach. People who can lie from their nostrils. Even when it is very clear that they are lying, they can lie. And they are very corrupt. Corrupt to the core. You see it painted over them at every point in time. They never speak for the people. And most of them were not even voted in by the people. They force themselves into the people. And then the Janjaweed, being the Fulanese, knowing fully well their intention in the south. Their major intention in the south and in Nigeria as a whole is to subdue people and take away the land of the people. They have never brought a good message from the onset. Never. The Janjaweed have never come with any good message. All they came with is to come and grab the land from the indigenous people of that food contraption called Nigeria. And the indigenous people have been suffering. Since the Fulanis entered Nigeria, they have been suffering up to date. There has been different kinds of division. They planted different kinds of people in different areas. And those people they planted have grown wings to become the powers in different regions and become the sophisticated morons who claim to know everything but they know nothing. These people are the people we are talking about today. They are everywhere. If you go to Southwest, you will see them. They are there. Somebody like Tinubu. Tinubu is there lying through his noses. He has stolen all the funds in the Southwest. He has rendered the Lagos state useless. There are so many videos that people are talking about him. You can go and search for a video where Bode George explained the fraud that Tinubu have committed in Lagos State. The way he has made Lagos State his own empire. Bode George explained it and exposed him. There are so many other videos that expose Tinubu. But that same Tinubu is somebody that is coming out today to defend the fraud of Fulanis. He will always come to defend the fraud of the Fulanis to tell you about one Nigeria. Everybody that is preaching one Nigeria and holding on to one Nigeria and their politics and whatever election they are doing is one of those sophisticated morons, and they are not for your own good. They are doing it for your selfish interest. The Tinubu we are talking about is now dreaming of presidency. A sick man, he as sick as Buhari. The same thing with Buhari, the same mentality, the same sickness in them. A sick man who I don't know where he is now. Who nobody knows where he is, if he's alive or dead. He is the one now supporting and pushing the Yorubas towards the caliphate. Pushing the Yorubas to support the Fulani Janjaweed to occupy Yoruba land. But thank God for Sunday Igboho. Sunday Igboho stood up to the challenge, and today it is no longer business as usual. It is not business as usual. And so many other prominent Yorubas who are speaking up at this time around. Speaking up, saying it the way it is. But people like Tinubu will always go there, even as the way the Fulanis are killing people in the southwest of Nigeria. The way the headers are killing people in the southwest of Nigeria, occupying their land. Some part of Ogun State, some people now are in refugee camp in their neighboring country. Tinubu has never said anything about it. He has never come out to condemn it. Even when these Fulani herdsmen killed the daughter to one of the elders in their ferry, Tinubu went there and he was asking them, where is the cow? Have you forgotten?
I'm worried that this attackers are herdsmen who are Are you not concerned about this?
Excuse me, I am extremely concerned about security. Okay? I don't want a stigma. I can go through history of kidnapping, and you are matured enough. We know how it started, where it all started. There are a lot of copycats. How many years ago have we faced insecurity in this country and cases of kidnapping? It's Evans who was arrested and the disclosure thereafter. A hatchman. I don't want to be political. I will ask you, where are the cows?
Tinubu went there and began to defend the Fulani herdsmen, begin to defend the Fulanis who are killing the Yorubas. He came in their defense and began to ask where there is a morning of somebody they kill, and begin to ask where is the cow. These are the sophisticated morons. No matter how rich they are, no matter how educated they are, these are them. You will know them when they speak. You come to the side of the southeast, they are there. In the southeastern part of Nigeria, that is where you have a huge number of sophisticated morons. Most of them are governors. Most of them are governors. Are you talking about Umahi? When Umahi opened his mouth and begin to talk, you begin to be sorry for yourself. Umahi will come out and tell you that an Igbo man is a herdsman. Is he not a moron? It's only a sophisticated moron that will call an Igbo man a herdsman. Igbo man is never a herdsman. It doesn't matter the way you try to frame it. You saw it in a video when he came out to tell us that every tribe is a herdsman. A sophisticated moron, that's the only person that can say such a thing. And that is what Umahi is. Are you going to talk about the other sophisticated moron in Lagos State, call himself Joey Bokwe? I don't like playing his videos because when you watch what he says in his videos, you will know that the man is demented. The man is absolutely out of touch from this world. He is one of the greatest sophisticated moron we have in Igbo land, Joey Bokwe. Joey Bokwe, who is in Lagos State. He is not a Lagosian, he's not a Yoruba, he is in Lagos State cleaning gutter. They gave him minister for cleaning of gutter, commissioner for cleaning of gutter in Lagos State. And he is supporting Tinubu and the caliphate with every drop of his blood. He can kill himself for the caliphate. He can kill himself for Buhari. He can kill himself for Tinubu. Someone like Joey Bokwe, a strong, sophisticated moron. When he opens his mouth and begin to talk, you'll be wondering, is this man living in this planet or another planet? I don't know who he's. Whenever he's talking, you'll be wondering, is this man living in this planet or another planet? It's even you that is an Igbo man. When you see Joey Bokwe talking, you'll be ashamed of yourself. You become ashamed of yourself as an Igbo man. Those are the kind of people that the caliphate have groomed. They have groomed, made them rich, pump them with money, give them posts and promise them a lot of things. And whatever you say about the people, whatever the people say about their problem, whatever you say about the plight of the people is none of their business. They don't want to know. These are the people that come out and tell you that Igbos are not marginalized. These are the people that will come and tell you that Igbos are enjoying in every part of Nigeria. They come and preach to you and tell you how Igbos have property everywhere. Sophisticated morons. These are them. Another major sophisticated moron that we have in our, that I'm going to play his video, is Ngige. Chris Ngige. Chris Ngige is another strong, sophisticated moron that we have that we can watch out for. In the southern part of Nigeria, whenever he opens his mouth to talk, they call him, they say, is it Minister of Labor or whatever. When he opens his mouth to talk, you'll be wondering if this man attended primary school. This is how the Fulanis have rendered educated men useless. Made educated men to become moron. When they begin to talk, you begin to wonder, where was this one trained? Somebody who saw doctors that we are protesting, he said doctors can go to hell, they can go everywhere, that they have as many doctors as possible in Nigeria. A sophisticated moron, he comes out to tell you that Igbos are not marginalized, telling you how Igbos are being placed in posts, Igbos are talking against Muhammad Buhari, telling you how decent and innocent Muhammad Buhari is, and how Democrat he is. Sophisticated moron in the eastern part of Nigeria. There are so many of them. So many of them. But I'm going to play for you a video of what you have to say, so that you will know and identify them when they come. Those people are the people you have to be aware of. Don't listen to them. They have sold their soul to the devil, and their burial is coming soon. Just pray for them that their soul should rest in pieces. Let us hear what the moron is saying, so that you can confirm. Because sometimes when we are saying certain things, people will not believe. But when you hear from this source, you will know that these are the morons. Now, hear from the sophisticated moron in the southeastern part of Nigeria.
There must be a limit to politicking. There must be a limit to politicking. If a government have done well, if a president have done well, we should give him the areas of doing well. We give him accolades there. Areas that have not done well, point them out and discuss. This president is a Democrat, and this president is so afraid of a breach of the Constitution or any law. So afraid of it. I'm even stronger than him in terms of that. He's so circumspect about what the law says.
Your Excellency, there are people who contest that. There are people who contest what you've just said, that you know that he's very afraid of breaching the Constitution, that the government is very afraid.
It will be you people.
It's not us.
Don't worry.
It's not us. It's not us.
I should know.
It's not us.
No, it's it's you people now in the media and the social media world and things like that. They will tell you. So, I mean, in which country, even President Obasanjo, can he give people this latitude? He will not. I know him. My dad, my granddad, or Obasanjo, or my senior uncle, he will not grant people that. So this president is now a willing horse, and people want to ride him to death. The horse. No.
After hearing from this man, it's obvious that we have a sophisticated moron in Ngige. If you don't know anyone, Ngige is number one. Somebody who is talking in this manner. Look at the way he's describing a tyrant. Somebody whom even the Northerners know that he's a tyrant. This is the situation we have found ourselves. It's so shameful. It's so shameful when you see people that defend the indefensible, defend this terrible government, are people from the southern part of Nigeria. After they mess up everything, made all their mistake, they will now go and employ a southerner to come and speak his useless grammar to defend them. This is what they have been doing. They do it every now and again. They do continue to do it and deceive those they will deceive. You see a southerner coming out to defend stupidity. Another sophisticated moron you can talk about is a lady. They call her Loretta Onochie or whatever. I don't know the kind of a woman that one is. Loretta Onochie, when she opens her mouth, you begin to see what she writes online. You'll be wondering if this one is a woman or a man. You have to be aware of these people. And those of them who are in the south who are still sleeping, it is not time to sleep. As I always say, the train have left the station already. If you, wherever you belong, whatever tribe you belong to, if you are a Biafran, if you are an Oduduwa person, or if you are from Middle Belt, go and join your group. Join your group. There is no two ways about it. If you are from the old southeastern region, you are a Biafran. It doesn't matter how you pretend. It doesn't matter what you think. The funny thing is that this Fulani Janjaweed knows you better than you know yourself. The Fulani Janjaweed knows you better than you know yourself. As you are calling yourself Niger Delta, you are calling yourself South. They don't care about it. They know you as a Biafran. They even know you as an Igbo person. For some of the idiots who have not lived in the north, if you have lived in the north, you will testify to what I'm saying. If you have lived in the north, I have lived in the north for a very long time. I lived in the north for several years. I did my secondary school in the north. They see you, as long as you are from the southern part of Nigeria, they see you as an Igbo man. The same way they look at you as an Igbo man is the way they look at you. They see you as an Inyamiri. They don't care about you. They see you as an Inyamiri. So far you are from the southeastern part of Nigeria, old southeastern region. They see you as an Inyamiri. And the earlier you begin to identify yourself with whom you are and know whom you are, stop pretending, the better for you. That is the only way you can be safe. If you continue to deny your identity, you will never be safe. Embrace Biafra and be alive. And refuse Biafra and die. That is it. Nobody's going to kill you. You will commit suicide. As soon as you are from the southeastern Nigeria, old southern Nigeria, and you refuse Biafra, already you are committing suicide. You are gone. The same thing with the southwestern part. If you are from the southwest part of Nigeria and you don't want to identify with Oduduwa, you have already made your own burial alive. The only way out, the only solution that will keep you alive and make you continue to live is Oduduwa. Either you join your group as Oduduwa, join your group as Biafran, or you go to Middle Belt and join the Middle Beltans. Support the Middle Beltans, whatever they are doing to secure yourself. The only person we can talk for now in that Middle Belt is the governor of Benue State, who is speaking loudly. However, you will support him if you are the Middle Belt. Support the governor of Benue State, because he is calling them by their name and he's hitting them hard. Support him so that you can survive in that very section. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from. If you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe to my channel. Always remember to go to the comment section and give your comment. However you feel it. We are not talking against anybody, neither are we speaking against anybody. We are not calling for war. We are not calling for the destruction of anybody. What we are asking is that every human being should have the right to exist, have the right to live. Human right for everybody. Equal right for everybody. We are all equal before God. We are all equal as human. Nobody is more special than the other. And let people have a say. Referendum. That is what we're asking for. Referendum for Biafra, referendum for Oduduwa, referendum for Middle Belt. Everybody should go their separate ways and have a country they can be proud of and defend. That is the only way we can have security. A secure nation. Even the Arewa themselves can be able to focus on their region and now fight against the terrorists that have occupied the section. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, blessed wherever you are. Always subscribe. Share with people who need to hear. Share with people who need to see. Don't be stingy with the message. Thank you so much, and remember, blessed. Bye-bye. See you again on the next video.